So I discovered something fascinating today while reading through Merchant of Venice for our coaching. One of Portia's monologues uses a common rhetorical device called Asyndeton, but in a very unique and unusual pattern. Here's the text I'm talking about. You might want to put your video player in full screen for this part. Check out the second block of yellow text. The itemized list of virtue, beauties, livings, friends is missing a traditional conjunction. This is what we call Asyndeton. For you note-takers out there, Asyndeton is any instance in which a conjunction between words or phrases is purposefully omitted. A conjunction like and or gives a list a feeling of completion, and eliminating it creates an interesting effect. We might get the impression that the list is incomplete, or that each thing in the list is a correction to the last, or even that each thing in the list was conceived spontaneously with no last thing in mind. Portia's monologue uses Asyndeton a lot, so let's look into it and try to figure out what it means. Looking at this monologue, we can see 7 different lists of 3 or more items. The first 5 all use Asyndeton, and the last 2 actually don't. What does this mean? Well, maybe the first few lists are the results of Portia coming up with ideas spontaneously on the fly, whereas the list in the end might be things that she's already thought about in the past. Or maybe the first few lists are the results of her trying to correct herself in order to find the right word or phrase to explain something, whereas the lists at the end already contain some kind of shared language or experience between the 2 characters. Or maybe she's just losing more in the beginning and less in control of herself, whereas at the end she's winning, so she's more confident and composed. Whatever you choose, the audience or casting director has to get the idea that something changes when the Asyndeton ends, and it has to be clear why Portia's thoughts are more neatly composed in the end than they are in the beginning. If you want to do some more work on Asyndeton, I've got some materials that can help you out. Just hit me up. Check this out. For more free tips, hints, and material suggestions from all 37 of Shakespeare's plays, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by visiting my website, www.kyledowning.com/Shakespeare, and clicking on the blue subscribe button at the top of the page. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Got a question? Tweet it at me, and I might just answer it in one of my future videos. And to book me for a private coaching session, send me an email to nyshakesguy@gmail.com or fill out the contact form on my website. Thanks for listening, and keep up the hard work on your bard work.